What's up, YouTube? FJ55 Iron Pig here, Josh. Want to do a quick review, probably not so quick a review, on one of my firearms, one of my guns, one of my pistols. First of all, thanks for watching, clicking on my video. I do appreciate it very much. What I have here is just a general purpose pouch. Is this a GP pouch? I don't think it is. It's some digital camo pouch that I got at an Army Navy store. But in it, this is just for ease of bringing all this stuff out, is I put my Springfield compact, ultra compact 45 in here. This is my favorite gun. It shoots great, highly reliable. I only had to send it to, well, I did have to send it to Springfield to polish and match the feed ramps for the lower frame into the barrel, because they weren't quite matched very well, and if the lip on some brass was just a little bit bigger, even some, especially hollow points, it was jamming, it was failing to feed. It would jam up on the feed ramp right there, on the inside of this. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I might show it a little bit. This originally came with, I believe it's the Rosewood or Cocobolo grips. Pretty cool, but I put a hoe grip on here. Works much better. It doesn't mush too much. It has a little mush to it, but the finger grooves on it work out quite well. I'm very impressed with it. You got the dovetail safety back here. It's not the extended or bobtail one. It's not too big, which is good if you're carrying it, especially appendix carrier small to back. I personally wouldn't carry any firearm really in small to back. If you fell, you could crush some vertebrae, and that's not too fun. It does not have the ambidextrous safety. It's only on one side here. They're pretty much fixed sights. Nothing really fancy with that. I did some red fingernail polish on the front sight. Shows up pretty good. I'll have to upgrade. I'll have to redo the white on here because they're not that bright. It's not true glows or anything like that, or night sights. It's just white. It is 45 caliber. It does not have the full length guide rod. It has a 3/4 inch guide rod, so you don't need a special tool or a paper clip to hold it when you disassemble, which is very nice. It has quite a bit of wear on it, a lot of scratches, a lot of holster wear, because originally it was used with this holster. My mom used it a lot. She was an NRA instructor for a long time, and this was her go-to gun at the time. So got her a left-hand holster, because it turned out that she was left-eye dominant, so she switched and learned how to shoot with her left. It's a Galco, and it's really nice. Fits it pretty good. It's got okay retention. It's not the best. If you shake it a little bit, it will fall out, but it's great at the range. Good for outside the waistband concealment, sort of. If you're not familiar with this firearm, it's a 3.5 inch barrel. It is 5 inches, 7 inches total length. The weight, it is heavy. It's like 33 1/3, 33.23 ounces unloaded. It is all steel. Unlike the, what is it called? The micro compact, which is a 1/2 inch shorter, which would be about right where my finger's at. That has an aluminum frame and a steel slide. I prefer the all steel one. Aluminum's cool. I kind of have my hang-ups when it comes to aluminum. So yeah, some basic ways that I like to carry this. I'm not left-handed, so I don't use my left-handed holster. This is actually going to a friend of mine. He's left-handed, as it turns out, so he's going to get that. This is just a super cheap. I got it out of the bargain bin. You know, most gun shops, if they're really busy, they have a bin of holsters and mag holders and whatnot that are used. This was like $5 if I remember correctly, $3, $2, some pocket change essentially. Velcro adjustable. It doesn't have super tight retention or anything like that, but it's good just for carrying around. It is completely nylon. It's soft felt on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. So it's really easy on your slide. It doesn't have any rough seams. It's actually pretty good construction. It's an ambi holster is what it's called. Made in the USA too. Never turn that tag over. You have 3 types of retention. One here, and one in the middle. It works very well. I enjoy it. Yeah, it's great for out in the yard and whatnot. For more of a tactical style, got the Blackhawk Serpa holster. Works quite well. Has adjustable tension right here, so if you like it really tight or not. Mine has just a little cant to it, but you can change that by applying tape or anything down inside the holster. Can't talk. I do have the quick detach system on here. That way I can go ahead and attach it to my thigh rig. It's a Black Hawk thigh rig as well. It's really nice. I got it actually at the Army Navy store really cheap. It was like 20 bucks. Yeah, it was used and it was dirty and it had stuff all over it, but that's why it was only 20 bucks. Just had to clean it up. When I do use this, it's just for fun. Don't have any real need for it. I use the 511 pistol belt. It's part of the tactical belt series. It's nice. It's double wall nylon, triple stitched. Really good. It's Velcro. It does ride up on my fat a little bit, so I don't wear it too much. Used to wear it all the time with my 511 pants. Still do every once in a while. As far as mag holders go for this gun, these are some Black Hawk ones. I've also got one on my EDC bag. I just put it on here for the video just to show. It attaches to Molly or Pal's weapon very easily. It actually holds 911 mags quite well. I have one in here. It's got 2 straps with snaps, made by Black Hawk. It's got a nice little clip here. It is also adjustable, just about that much, not a whole lot. But it holds a magazine quite well. These are like $5 at God, what was the name of the place? Sportsman's Warehouse? No, not Sportsman's Warehouse. Some shooting store, really big one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Specialty Sports in Colorado Springs. I do use hollow points for personal protection, and that's primarily what this is for. I just went and shot probably, 250, 300 rounds through it a couple weekends ago. Didn't jam once. I even used some Tula ammo. I'd never used Tula before in my life. And the guy I was shooting with, he had some. I asked if I could trade him some ammo. He said, sure. Never failed. No jamming. Nothing at all. It worked quite well. It is heavy though. And it does stash pretty well because it's not a huge gun. It's not an ultra compact or a micro compact, as the name implies. It is still pretty big. You can hide it pretty well just about anywhere you want. You just got to be aware that it is kind of heavy. I really would suggest you get one of these for the simple fact that, 1, if you can find it, and 2, if you can afford it. They're anywhere from, depending on condition, I'd say $750 to over $1,000. They are very expensive, but they're really good. It has a lifetime warranty with it as well through Springfield. Any reputable gun maker should have a lifetime warranty. The other magazine pouch I have is a double mag pouch made by Bianchi. It's a really good one, adjustable tension. So you can have it in all 4 positions, as it has here. I had never put, until today actually, the 45 mags in there. I usually hold the Ruger 94 mags in this, but this retains them quite well. I do always keep mine loaded, and it's always in condition 2, which is a round in the chamber and the hammer forward. I've never been 100% comfortable doing that, but when I do start conceal carrying this one, which is quite easy to do, it actually rides very comfortable Mexican style, which is in your appendix right in the front of your crotch. I would not be carrying it this way, simply because there's nothing to keep the safety from coming off. Even though it's very stiff, that would easily go like that, and then you're shooting when your nuts off. That doesn't sound fun to me. Takedown on this is really quite easy. There's no special things like rack it a couple times, pull the trigger, then you depress this and out comes the slide. No, it's actually a little bit easier. Let me see. I should probably get on the other side of the camera for this. Alright. Looking in the viewfinder, here's one notch here. That's the slide lock back notch. Last round with the magazine in. That's where it locks. There you go. All you have to do is move it to the second notch. Try and get it in the sunlight there. Yep, there we go. See how it's... the takedown pin has a little notch in its right little lip. And right here, see that little ball? All you do is you push on that. That's the whole takedown pin. So line it up, push it through, pull out your takedown pin, pull your slide off. Now, if you have one of the GI styles or the full-size frames, like I know the Rock River Arms one has a 3.75 inch or a 4-inch barrel, and it has a full-length guide rod. And the problem with that is you have to put a pin in it or armorer's tool, then you can take it apart. It's a pain in the ass. That's one other reason why I like this. It is a single spring. I'm using round springs. I'm not using the flat springs. Haven't tried them yet. Here's your guide rod. Huge, isn't it? It's hollow. If it looks shiny, that's because I run my guns wet. If you don't know what wet means, is they're not dry. When you clean your guns, I always oil my guns afterwards, and I go a little heavy, not real heavy, to where it gets gummed up with dirt on all the wear spots, but on the springs, pretty much everything gets oiled. That's just my experience in the Navy, military, and life in general. I have ran this gun dry, and I don't have any problems with it, but I don't like to take the risk. If I remember correctly, this is a bull barrel. I don't remember for sure. And, I don't know, might be able to see this. Let's see. Yep, I do have my light on me. Great light, by the way. So let's see. How can we do this? I've never done this, so bear with me. Basically what I'm just showing is the rifling. Kinda shows up there, not very well. Would that be too much for the camera? Yeah. Yeah, well that sucked, never mind. It's got a nice twist in there. It's really clean. And yeah, if you can feel the weight of this, it's quite heavy. But even heavier than that, or not heavier than that, is the frame. I really like this frame. It's wonderful. It's a great gun. It shoots very accurately, more accurate than I am. And it's good for many different people. The grip is great. Got your finger here. But each one has a little finger groove. And for me, at least my hand, my fingers fit perfectly into the hoe grips, which is nice. Even room for the pinky without having to have some stupid extender on the bottom. Reassembly is just as easy. Slide in your barrel. I think it's called the barrel nut. Keeps your barrel from shooting out the front, in other words. And you have two ends of this spring. You have one that's kind of what I call a loose end, so it just naturally coils up and it's clipped off. Then you have another end that's crimped down and nice and flat. I may be doing this wrong, but I don't know. I put it in with the loose end towards the guide rod and the flat end forward. The nut also holds in the spring, which is quite nice. Simply put that there. This is of course taking a lot longer, so I'm talking while I do it. Put your slide back on the frame. And then you're going to line up that second notch with your takedown pin. There we go. Function check. Very nice. The trigger pull, see if I can get this on camera for you guys, is nice. And there's very little take up at all, but it's a heavy trigger. I'm guessing, and from what I read online, around 4. Not 4. That's probably more like it's like 5.5. I'm guessing. And then the reset is very short. It's about maybe a 1/4 inch at the most. Try and get it on camera here. So here's normal. Cocked and locked. Pull the trigger. Keep the trigger held down. Rack it as if a round just went off. And release the trigger slowly. Start moving now. It's immediate. I love how short that trigger pull is and how quick that reset is as well. This is an excellent gun, like I said, Springfield Army Ultra Compact. It would be a great carry gun. It's 45 caliber, and it holds just about all types. I got the original one that came with it. It holds 6 rounds. And I have another one. I believe it's not that one. Yeah, this one right here holds 7. This one holds 7. This is not counting +1 in the chamber. Then I got, just for fun, I have a 10 rounder. This is a LMV or some crap gun mag. It's not that great. It doesn't always feed very well. It sticks out quite a bit, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of goofy. I don't like it a whole lot. I just keep it for novelty purposes. That's it. Oh, it's also not an AMB meg release on mine. I don't find a need for a meg release on here. Because when I'm shooting and I'm done, got your thumb right here, where you switch around like that, however you want to do it. Guess having an ambi mag release would be kind of nice, but I don't really see need for it right now. Yeah, I don't know what else really to talk about this. The main reason why I made this video is because there's really not a lot of videos on this particular gun on YouTube at all. Did some searching. I think I found a total of 6 or 7. So if you're thinking about getting a 1911, if you don't want the full-size government model, like the 5-inch, the 6-inch, I think they make a 7-inch barrel. Just a huge freaking beast. It's a wonderful gun, don't get me wrong. Lots of men carry it. Think about getting the ultra compact. It's really nice, and they also have the micro compact now, which is really cool. Yeah, again, my name's FJ55 Iron Pig with Josh. Thanks for watching, and if anything else, go to one of your local gun shops and fire one of these, just so you can see how sweet it shoots. If you close attention, when you do shoot, you'll be able to see the pressure ring going through the air as well. It's really nice. Thanks for watching, guys. You have yourself a wonderful day.